what would you say are the 10 essential survival skills?
Okay, well, one of them is how to dress properly, because your clothes are your first line of shelter. And for hot weather, cotton clothing is the best. And what we do out here, a lot of times when it's really hot, 100 degrees or whatever, is I dunk my t-shirt in a bucket of water, wring it out a little bit, and then put it on. And instead of being 100 degrees, all of a sudden it feels like a nice cool 75. Especially if you have a nice dry climate like this. It cools you down really well. Makes you feel all fresh, like it's a nice cool spring day or something, and there it is, horrible summer. But the same principle applies in the wintertime. It sucks the heat out of you. So cotton, if you're out in a rainstorm or something and you're using cotton clothing, that cotton clothing will just suck the heat right out of your body. And that's why they say cotton kills. Now in the summertime, cotton's the nicest thing you can wear. So what do you do for wintertime? Some of this modern fleece stuff is pretty nice, but my favorite is wool. I like a wool sweater and then a wool shirt over the top of that. And out here we dress in layers a lot so that you can peel layers off, because it's not good to sweat under your clothes all the time when you get your cotton shirt wet from sweat. And not only that, but it stresses your body, because when you start sweating, it means it's getting too hot. And the body's a little bit like a battery in a sense. It gets filled up with the heat while you're walking, and keeps you nice and warm if it's a cold day. And then if you just start walking around in your wet t-shirt or something, you lose all that heat if it's cold. And all of a sudden you start shivering. Now you put some warm clothes on, but you've lost all that heat that you had, and now you got to generate more. And so it takes a lot of energy to create that heat. And you can save a lot of energy to use for something else, more sensible, if you put your clothes, nice warm clothes, and I suggest wool. Now, if you're out trekking or something and you want to go as light as possible, then goose down clothes is probably the best bet. And my itinerary would be I would wear a cotton t-shirt, then I'd probably have a cotton turtleneck, and then over that I would have a wool sweater, depending of course on how cold or how hot it is, But for a cold day, say in the 30s, and then I would put on a wool shirt over the wool sweater. And the reason why we do that is because the sweater is very has a lot of air pockets in it and pores, and the wind can blow right through it. So you put a shirt over it with a tighter weave, and now the wind can't blow your heat away that you have trapped in that sweater. But if you're out in the wind with a sweater on, it just seems to whistle right through and blow away that heat that you can have trapped in the sweater. So by putting the shirt over it, then it keeps that heat. And then if you're still really cold, then you might want to have a goose down jacket to put on.